Hello, everyone. It's me back again with the new video to cool your brain. So, today's video is about building a blog app in the backend using Express and MongoDB. This video is specially uh, about repracticing the previous skill we have done before in the to-do app and enhancing a few functions and some practices. We are gonna build a blog app, and it simply include the CRUD version and the user authentication that will be handled with authentication middlewares. So the basic setups in the VS Code I have already done, creating the files over here. You can see I've also done with the configuration with database, and the server JS is like this for now. You can see over here, database is also be connected. So the basic things all have been done. I have, and so in order to take save the time, now let's start with creating the model for the users. The few of the tasks has been already done. Now I just need to mention what has to be make. Let's make the username be of type string, and after that string be true, required should be true, unique also be true, and after the set I will need an email address. Personal we don't say email, and we do the same thing. We need the same thing over here. Then just copy and paste. Let's just remove the three one, and after that we need password, and password types be third one. This should not be unique. It should not be string. Let's not keep it as string. It should be like this, and it is enough for a user model. And after that we need to handle the auth controllers, and we simply have to control is the register and login user. So for the register we need to take two values that are username username, email, and password to register, and that comes from our request dot body. And after that we have to hash it. So in order to hash we have to import the bcrypt.js. So we just simply write bcrypt equals to require bcrypt.js, and after that I have to simply say hash password equals to await bcrypt dot hash, that is password, and password comma 10 times. Since it hasn't made to be asynchronous function, so it was giving error in await. After that the error is removed, and now we have to simply create a user. And for that we have to say let me do in this in the try catch block in order to handle the errors too. Yes, so control paste, and after that const new user equals to await user. The user should be capital user dot create, and it takes a value username, email, and password be the hash password. So that is how it's gonna work. And let me say if new user is not user is not created, then you say return uh, race dot status 400 free dot json message should be error registering the user. And if that is server error, it should be like race dot status 500 and dot json. It should be message. Sorry, message be like some. Let's make the error vision. I think we don't need this one actually, but yeah, it should be fine even if we create there because we are keeping it in a try catch block. Then I don't think we need this one. So let me just remove it. And the error should be error dot message. Okay, it should be fine. And after creating a new user, we have to generate the token, and generating the token is from our utils. And for that we have to write a code for it. It generally takes the ID of that new user, and in return it will give the value of dwt dot sign. For signing, it simply takes the ID and a secret key, and that should be like process the in with that jwt secret. Sorry, secret. Yeah, and expires in 1 day. Yeah, it is what done in generating the token. So it will simply generate a token that contains its ID, and after that we have to call that function over here. So we will simply say const token equals to generate token and send the new user ID like this. And after that our new token will be created, and after creating the token we have to simply response dot status 200 the json, and let's say we directly send this token, and it is what happened in our register user. And simply in our login one, let's do make it async, and after that we need two values from the requested body, and that are sorry username and the password that came from request dot user. No, request dot user, not request dot body. And after that we have to do almost same thing. First of all we have to seek from the database if the user exists or not. So we say const user equals to await user dot find find, and we say username. We send that username, and if that user does not exist, then return race dot status 403 dot json, and json message be user not found. So before that, we have to say invalid credentials. Yeah, it should be like this, and then if now we have to see for the password now. Const is match equals to uh, await bcrypt dot compare, and in the compare we first send the normal password, I mean the plain password that came from the requested body, and the hash password that came from user, from the database, that is user dot password. So it should work like this. And we have to say if const, no, not const, if password is not match, then we have to return res, the same thing. We have to return the same this message over there. So let me just copy and paste. After that, then only we generate token, and token is generate token, and we send the ID. The ID is came from user dot ID, and after generating the token, we should response it to the user from the let's say race dot status 200 dot listen, let's say two, and this much should be enough for our login. So register has been done, login has also been done. It should be fine and it should work absolutely fine. And after that, let's say we go for the auth route, and for auth route we have to say router dot post and mention the path. Let's say we go for register first, and register they are the public routes, so we do not add any middlewares. We directly use the controllers, that is register user, that is from the function, that is a function from the auth controller, which is named as register user I, and for router dot post, and it should be also like this login, and let's say we go for login user. Yeah, it's that much pretty as simple. And after mentioning on the auth route and controllers and the model, the tasks of the authentication, registering and the logging of a user is completed. We do not need to look much after there. Now we have to simply use on the server file. Let's say we go for first of all const, let's say auth route equals to auth route equals to require, and we say dot slash, where is the roots one, here's the root, and r slash root slash other roots, and we simply say add dot use api slash auth, and the root be auth root. Yeah, simply our task has been done. In the server file it is connected, our user model is like this, and our authentication part is completed. And after that, now let's work on the blog model. I have already created few so that it makes easier for me. So for a blog we need a simply a title, and title we of type obviously string, and let's go for trim equals to true, required equals to be true, and yeah, it should be fine enough like this. And after that title we need a description. Let's say description be of also type of string, and let's move string be true, and it is not a required or compulsory. And since we are using the user model, so for the every block created there should be a user who created that block. So let's say user and type b mongo, yeah, mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id. Yeah, it should be enough for the block schema. And let's say we also add a like system, so we have to do like likes, and likes would be an array of, sorry, an array. I'm missing, am I missing anything? I guess not. Like this, should be like this, and should be array. No, this type is same as the mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id, but where should be the array one? I'm a little bit confused. I think over here, yeah, over here it seems like this. Yeah, it should be an array, and its array's type should be like, yeah, it is what it looks like. And a comment, we will make a separate for the comment. We won't add the things in the block model. It will be handled separately by the another controller for the comments. So let's not walk over there. Now we'll go for the block one. Now we need some functions. Exports dot create block, sync sync and await. One should be create block, another should be, um I'm missing some more also. We have to also need the public one. They are get logs. It should be asynchronous request slash response. It should be like this. And one more is we need exports dot get log by id. It is also one thing we need. So let me also make it async request slash response. Oh, sorry. And yeah, it should be fine. This two does the reading activities, one does creating, and we need to add two more exports dot update block async request no response And the last one we need is exports dot delete block. Sorry, what is this? Delete block. Let's also make it this sourcing function. What is this? Auto one. So yeah, and after that we need one more thing to handle, that is no, sorry, not the const exports dot like block. Yeah, we need to do the live block, and that should be also the same one. So overall it has the more functions than any other has to handle. We can even do like the creating a new model for the like and handling from the separate controller, but handling from the block controller should be also be fine. And let's start from get block. For here we do not need any request from the body. We simply, it's since it's a get type, we have to simply say like this, const blocks equals to uh, blocks equals to await block dot find, and at the response we have to simply send it. Response we set as it dot json, sorry, json and message, not the message, it should be the blocks. Yeah, simply we have to do is like this, and let's do it in try-catch block so that we can handle any type of error. And let's say race dot status 500 dot json, and it should be like message error retrieving the blocks, and error be error dot message. Yeah, it should be fine. After that we need to get another try catch block, and for the get block by id we need to destructure the id, and the id will come from request dot params, and request dot param. Since we get id from request dot params, we have to find that block const block equals to await block dot find by id, and we send the id. After finding that block we have to simply send that block into response. So let's do like this, 200 dot json, and we send block. It should be fine. And let me just copy this one for catching the error. It should be block. Yeah. Okay, and after that, now talking about creating the blog. Creating a blog, we need some values from the body. So we need title and description, and yeah, we only need the title and description. Another the likes will be handled by another part. User part will be also handled by the authentication part. So we do not have to worry about that. For let's say title, description, equals to request dot body, and before creating the block we have to know the who is the user that want to create the block, so that is handled from the middleware. So let's work on the auth middleware, and basic has already been done. So for here we say like this, and let's go for try catch block. And before that try catch block we have to take the token from the header. Yeah, we have to take the token from header, and it should be like authorization, and its logic is like dot split from this one, and taking the first one. Yeah, it should be like this. And if we do not found any token, we simply return status erase status 403 dot json, and it meshes token not found. Yeah, it should be like this. And after that, in the try catch block, we need to decode that token. So let's say const decoded equals to jwt dot verify first of all we have to pass that token, and we also need the process.env dot that jwt secret we use while generating that token. So in order to verify we have to do also that, and after decoding we have to see if the id, since our token contains the id, we can see in the database if that id exists or not. So that could be done like await uh, await user dot find by id, and id should be decoded dot dot no, not this one, only decoded dot id dot. So it's not async, so it's giving the error. Let's make it async, and decoded dot id dot select. We should not pass the password, so we're gonna just remove the password, and it should be like this. Yeah, and all those values should be passed in the form request dot user, which will we gonna use on later of controllers. So after that we have to simply say next, go to the next one, and in case if it occurs any error, we have to say like this, race dot status 404 dot message. Oh, sorry, not message. What I'm doing? JSON and message with not authorized. Doing this much, our authentication middleware is complete. And now at the controller, we have to simply use yeah, let's we say const new blog equals to await blog dot create, and it's say like title and description and user user b request dot user dot id, and after that we have to send it in the response. So response with response dot status is 200 dot json. It should be new block. Yeah, let's me do them all in the try catch block. And in case if there is any error, so let me just yes dot status 500 dot json message, and message be error creating the log, and error be error dot message, and that is much we have to do in the creating the blog. The blog that create title description and user we use. Yeah, it's the value user and it's the same over here. Yeah, absolutely fine. It works well, and the update one. So while updating, uh, it also takes the two values. It's either take the title or it'll take the description from, and that will came from await, not await request dot body, and along that for updating a blog we need a id of that blog. So we say const blog id, and that will be received from request dot params. Yeah, we receive from request dot params, and now our main work will be like this. So first of all, we have to seek for that block if that exists or not in the database. So we go for const block equals to await and block dot find by id, and we send it like block id, and after that we receive all the values from that block in the blocks one, and we say if that block doesn't exist, we have to return and say race dot status 404 dot json json message b blog not found. In case there is not blog, and if there is blog, then we have to do is blog dot title, I mean to say I think I missed something over here. Before here we have to do it's a one thing const if there is no title, if there is no title no it's under main const, I mean to say if there is no title, we have to return with the message race dot status, let's say 403 dot json, and the message should be like title should not be empty. Yeah, title should not be empty, and if there is empty it will return, and if there is an empty it's gonna create a new block with the title this, description this, and user this, and in the response it will give our new block from the database. And after for updating the blog, first of all let me just handle this one error, the catching error. Let's say we go for this, and let's now say error creating. It should be like error updating the block. And here, if there is a title, if there is title, yeah, if there is change in title, we gonna say, we gonna say, we gonna say blog dot title equals to what I say equals to only equals to title. Yeah, if there is title we do blog equals to title, and if there is description and we do blog dot description equals to description. I'm a bit confused because we do use equals to or equals to. I'm a bit confused over here. But the logic is simply like this, and after that we have to simply do await blog dot save, and after saving that blog we have to send in the response. So race dot status, it should be 200 dot json and message b, and not the message, let's not say the message, let's send that just blog one, new updated blog. Yeah, it should work like this, and it should be enough. Counts description, requested body, yeah, and requested params. Okay, and now most of the tasks have been done. So let me review what I have done. First of all, we have to see the blog ID, and using that blog ID, we have to check if that blog existed on the database or not. And if it doesn't exist, we have to see the message blog not found, and if not, then continues to work. I mean, if the blog exists, and it will say if title, if title means this title exists, then the blog dot title equals to title, and if description exists, then description equals to description. And keeping the value, we have to update on a database, that is done by blog dot save. And after saving, we are simply responding back, and that is all. Yeah, and that is all. And for deleting the blog, now for deleting the blog, we also need the same thing, const blog id from the parent, request dot params, and blog id equals request dot params. Yeah, we have to do much more similar things as update. I mean to say, we have to seek if blog exists or not. So let me just copy over here, and let me use it right as blog, and just see this one. Let's search for the blog. If there is blog, then, and after that, if blog exists, then oh, I think I'm missing something over here. I'm missing a thing, that is before saving doing any tasks, we have to see if the user is same. I mean, only the owner of that blog can do update in their respective blog. Otherwise, no else can do. Only if there is admin or whatever. But for now, we are not working with the role middleware, so we have to only see for the owner who is the owner. So for that, we have to do if if request dot user dot uh, not request dot user, I think blog dot user, yeah, blog dot user dot, let me, I think we have to convert it into a string since it's an object id. We know, we while creating we see it is an object, so we have to convert it into a string. And we say it's not if user, if the blog owner is not equals to the requesting one, I mean the person who is requesting to update over there. So request dot user dot id, I guess. Request dot user dot id dot to string. Yeah, we have to convert it into to string. I think I'm missing something. It should be an id like this. Blog dot user. It should be only blog dot user. Yeah, it should only be blog dot user, and at the requested user, it should be like uh, this underscore id. And if that doesn't match, I mean they are not the same, then we have to simply do is return race dot status. I don't know what to keep on status, but let me go for 403 for now. Dot json, and it should be like message b unauthorized rise to edit. Yeah, unauthorized to edit. And the same thing we have to do is over the delete one. We have to see if the user is the user owner is same, and we have to send the message on unauthorized delete. Yeah, it should be like this. Yeah, after saying the user is authorized, then only it goes to save. Yeah, it should be like this, and deleting one should be also similar. It should be like blog dot delete one, and it should be of await log dot delete one. And after deleting, we have to send the message raise dot status 200, and the json message be blog deleted successfully. And that is all. And for your handling, we let's make copy this one and just paste over here. And let's say error deleting the block. And yeah, that is all. So updating and deleting is already done, and creating also be like this. Getting is the public routes, so there is no issue over here. Deleting is like done. And now for the like one, we have to see const we need an id of the mm, id. Yeah, we need id, and it should be from request dot params. After receiving that id, we have to see if that blog exists or not. We have to see if that blog exists or not. So we will do the same thing over here and here. Let me just do the id. Yeah, if we have to see if the user exists or not. And since it goes through the authorization, we have to see if who who have liked that one. For that, we have to see blog dot like blog dot like dot put. Am I missing anything? Or push. I'm being a little confused. Blog dot await. It should be like blog dot await and blog dot like dot add or put. I guess it should be put, and object should be like request dot user dot id. Yeah, it should be blog dot request dot user dot id. Let me just copy this message over here. Just paste over here. Either like making the log, just in case if any error comes. Uh, yeah, it should be like this already. And for the likes, it should be unique equals to true, so that one person cannot uh, do the like more time, many times. I mean, it will blog dot like dot put. I'm a bit confused over here. It's not like put or what, but it's actually like that. I'm confused. Ring numbers block dot save. It's not over here. And before that, we have to see if the blog exists or not. And if the blog exists, we have to see in the who like that post like this. And after that, we have to save, and we simply say this dot status, and status be 200, and the JSON successfully. And there we see like blog dot like, not sorry, like dot length. Let me ask the copilot. Let's splice equals the existing index one. Okay. Okay. Let me keep it as it is and save it. And now controller is finished. Model is also finished. Now we have to do over the blog root. So here's a lot of things we have left to do. So it should be like get, and it should be like slash blocks. Yeah, get blocks. It should be the public root. Then after that, public get by id. So let me just send its id over here like this, and get blocks by id. Yeah, and now our protected root comes over here. So for that we do the post type, and for the post type we say root b slash, and we say auth middleware. Oh my god, our auth middleware is not showing up here. Let me see. Where is our auth middleware? Yeah, I have exported. Then why isn't it coming up over here? Yeah, auth middleware, and after auth middleware we have to say create blog, and after that auto dot post, and for the post if we say receive the blog id, we need the blog id, and we should also go through the authentication middleware, and we simply do is update blog. Yeah, it is done. And router dot delete, and for the delete we also need the id. Let me see what I've done over here. I guess we need to blog id, but I want to yeah, blog id. We need to blog id. Sorry, where is the blog id? Not this id, simple id. It should be blog id. And wait a second. If I have used the blog id over here, when I have done id. Since I have an id over there, authentication middleware, and we have to go to delete log. And deleting the log, we also need router dot put, and it says it needs an id slash like, and let me do here delete also like this, and it also needs authentication middleware, and it should be like yeah, almost all done in the block roots. The setup is done. Creating, getting the blocks by id, creating the blog, updating the blog, deleting the blog, and like and dislike the blog. That's all what we need, and it's done. Yeah, the code server controller is here. I think I haven't missed any of the thing over here. Now I think I should walk to the comment model now. So let's go to the comment model, and at the comment model, we need our text, and it should be type of string, and let me do it to string be true. Yeah, it should be fine. And after that we need its what it belongs to. Okay, so blog should be of type similar as we done before. It should be mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id. And after making the comment of whose blog, we have to also mention who is the user that commented that in that blog. So we have also same thing, type be mongoose dot schema dot types dot object id. and that's it. Wait a minute, why I'm requiring the text from the express? We do not need that. Why I'm taking that? We do not need that. We need only the text, simple text. Yeah, we need only the text one. Why I was importing that one? Timestamps user. Okay, it is user. It should not be the user. It should be comment. And just let me save like this. What? क्या बताऊँ भाइ क्या कस्तो कस्तो मान्छेहरू आउँछ भने नि त्यही हगिरहेछ हेर्नु मादक आवाज उत्तिकै छ फेरि धत् डिस्टर्बी मान्छेहरू मान्छेलाई गरी खाने वातावरणै छैन यो देशमा Okay, after doing the creating the model one, let's move on to the controller. For the controller, we're gonna have few things, a little basic things we're gonna add. So let me see exports dot add comment. Let me do it add comment equals to async request. What I've written this request. What the hell? Request response. It should be like this, and another is export dot delete comment. Add comment. Let me just do it. Add and deleting one. Not much more. I'm being a bit lazy over here, but I think I should also do with updating. I think. Okay. For now, let's only do this much. Let's go for add comment. We simply require a value that is text, and if we receive the text, that from request.body, and we handle over the tag gets block. Let's say it goes through the block and blocks the block ID. So you mean to say I need that block ID also, right? I need that ID. Yeah, I need that ID from the parameter request dot params from yeah, to his blog. It is going to comment, so we need that comment ID to add comment, delete comment, and one more thing is let's do get comments on export dot get comments async request or response. Yeah, and for the getting we gonna handles const comments equals to await comment dot find by id. Yeah, we need to find by id also, so that id should be from a block. So we need to do const id equals to request dot sort params, and that id should be over here. Yeah, that id should be over here, and comments equals all with that. And let me just turn it to status 200 json part. Yeah, this much should be in the get comments, and after here we hit right over here, Adding a comment. We have to see if that blog exists or not. So we say const blog equals to am I missing anything or what? I mean to say it should be like blog ID over here, not the anything. Blog ID. Yeah, it should be like blog ID like this and const blog ID like this. Const blog find wait blog dot find by ID, and that should be blog ID. And let me just copy and paste the same thing. Same this the same thing over here. Copy and paste. If the blog exists, then only we can do, and we do not have any checking for the owner or what. Anyone can comment over this, so we do not have to see for deleting whatever user owner. We just have to add a comment just like this. So comes a new comment post await mm, await comment dot create, and it takes the value text, and the another value is blog. Blog should be like no, we don't need that blog. We do need that. Yeah, we don't need that blog, and it should be like blog ID, and the user should be like request dot user sorry request dot user dot underscore ID, and it should be like this. Yeah. Why I am getting the error. I think I should not get the error what I'm getting. Okay, I got why is this error coming. I have to remove this bracket, and over here I need this bracket. Okay, it's absolutely working fine now. I'm gonna comment. Yeah, after that we have to send in the response race.status sp200 dot json, and json be new comment. Yeah. Okay, fine. And while catching the error, let me just copy the same thing. Commenting the blog. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, it searches for the blog ID first, and if the blog doesn't exist, it says return blog not found. Then only you can, if there is blog, then only we can create a new comment, and for that we need to text blog ID. Since the same thing we have done over here, and blog be blog ID, user be user ID. Yeah, fine. It's be working enough. And after adding and getting, we need to do delete one. So let me go with delete. If we do for delete, we also need this blog ID. Obviously we need blog ID, and we have to see if the blog exists or not. Obviously, also same over here. Let me do with try catch blog. We have to see for the if the blog exists or not. No, I think for deleting the comment, we do not need we do not need the blog ID. We actually need the comment ID. So let me just do like this. Request dot params, and we say by can block. Let me just do cmd equals to await comment dot find by id, and let me send its id. And if comment doesn't exist, return the status for full dot json, and message should be like comment does not exist. And if that's so, after that only we do comment await cmd dot delete one, and after deleting one we send the response rest of status. It should be 200 dot json rest of json, and say message b comment related successfully. And while error catching the error, it should be same like this. Deleting the not the block, deleting the comment, and it should be a error commenting. Okay. Okay, deleting the comment, commented successfully. Yeah, I guess I have done all right in my point of view. Let me just update with the command root. So I just need root router dot get, and for getting we need slash, and we need blog id obviously, and that should be get comments. Get comments, and router dot post type. I even need the blog id, and you have to go through authentication middleware. Where is that auth middleware? Why the hell is the auth middleware not showing up? Yeah, it's working absolutely fine, but still now it's showing up. I don't know why. Auth middleware, and after the auth middleware, we have to say add comment. Here is that one. So add comment is also done, and router dot delete slash, and it should be the id only, and we go for delete comment. Yeah, fine. So absolutely our all the tasks is done. Now the thing we have to do is only one thing that is left on the server file. we have to connect all the roots to our server file. So let's go for const. Let's do for blog root first. We haven't done that one also. So let me go blog root equals to require dot slash roots slash blog roots and app dot use be like API slash blocks and art no art root blog root. I'm missing a one more slash over here, also one more over here, and should be working fine. One more is left const comment root equals to require dot no sorry did the wrong one dot slash okay, I'm missing something slash roots slash comment roots and app dot use what the hell slash API slash comments slash comment root. Yeah, now our all the setups has been completed, including our server file. Okay, server file. Okay, completed. This also completed. Let me see if any of these are remain to do. Art controller also done. Block controller also done. Comment controller also done. Middleware also done. Block model done. Comment model done. User model also done. Root also done. Block root done. After that, comment roots also done. So generating the token are also done. And all the env files git ignore and server file finally. So yeah, our all the code has been completed, and for the next episode we are gonna test this application in our Thunder client over here. If I do testing right now, it's gonna be a very long video, so I will save it for the next episode. And till then, see you. Bye bye. Good night.